That's bad.
I'm surprised fired it up.
Yeah, me too. Hard to see?
Huh?
Hard to see?
A little bit. Mostly going between the van and the Camaro.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little nervous there.
All right. Today is the day that Jack here, our sweet little baby boy street truck, finally graduates from preschool and gets a cage like a real boy. So it's not going to be some crazy 10, 12 point cage. I say crazy, but you know, not no pro mod, chromolytic welded, all that. But we do have the main hoop in, and I'm just going to go over a little bit on it because we're going to do some things a way that some of you guys are going to disagree with. I'm just going to come right out and say it. Some of you guys are going to disagree with the way we're doing this because this truck's not going to like bracket race or anything like that, so it's not going to have to adhere to any standards, I guess. But with that said, we are still going to try to be, like, safety is the main priority. Obviously, I'd rather not be responsible for killing my dad. Because we don't have to adhere to any guidelines, there's a few things that we're going to do to make it a little bit easier on ourselves and to look a little bit better. So first off, we're doing an 8-point cage. So we've got the main hoop, that's 1, 2, and then we've got the door bars, 3, 4, and then we've got the rear kicker bars, 5, 6, and then it has these little support bars that go diagonally from here to the trans tunnel, 7, 8. So that is our 8-point cage. This is really nothing special. It's just your normal mild steel kind of deal from, I think, Alston's. So the first thing we're going to do that you're going to disagree with is these rear bars. We're not going to run them off the main hoop down here. We're going to try to keep the cage somewhat hidden so this doesn't lose the appearance of a street truck, you know, because we're all about facades and fake claims here, and this thing's still a street truck. Drive it every day, hour to work, hour back. So we're going to run the bars through here to the harness bar, back to the chassis here. So like I said, that's something you're going to disagree with. And then probably the biggest point of contention is how we're actually going to weld the cage to the chassis. Now, body-on-frame vehicles, they need to be attached at the chassis, not like a unibody car like the RX-7 here, where you can weld it to the floor and, you know, good enough. But what we're going to do, because this is the full height of the bar, because it's kind of like a universal kit, it's not specially for these trucks. This is the full height of the bar. We haven't cut it down at all. None. Finito. So, with that in mind, what we're going to do, it did come with the plates for like a unibody kit right here. We've got 6 of these 1/8 inch, I think, 6x6 plates. So the way we're going to do this, so that it is still attached to the chassis, so we're going to weld the plate to the floor, right? Follow me? Kind of normal there. Then we're going to weld the main hoop, the door bar, and those little kicker bars there to the plates that are welded to the floor. And then for the main hoop and the door bar here, we're going to weld a bar underneath from the floor to the actual chassis so that it is still solidly welded to the chassis. So he took off to his place to go grab a pipe bender because we do need to bend a couple pieces. We're going to bend the ends of the door bars because that'll come through about here. I'll need to mark it. It'll come through. We'll run it to there. I'd like to have this come kind of straight up for a few inches and then come back. And then we're going to try to see how much we can bend the harness bar to get it as high as we can. So yeah, I'm going to get this main hoop pulled back out and start mocking up the plates for the floor and try and beat them into shape and beat them into submission, get them welded on the floor, and then we'll probably get the main hoop back in. Look at this guy rolling up in his fresh minivan, blasting Shania Twain. Nothing but respect for this guy.
You get to pick it up.
Here.
I was gonna say, if you grab that thing with one hand, I'm gonna shit.
If I grab it with one hand, you do the cage yourself?
No. No, then I'll just remember how weak I was or am now. Well, okay, he didn't carry it long.
Well, I was setting it down.
Yeah, I forgot how heavy that fucker was.
Alright, so the front here will be pretty easy. Just have to put a small bend on this corner right there to get it flat. And then grind the floor, clean up the plate, get it all welded. The back here is going to have a little bit extra step because we're mounting the cage on this pad right here, or this raised section, I guess. So, was thinking about mounting the plate like this, but the roll cage, it'll mount like back here. So, in an effort to get it a little bit more centered, I'm going to put a bend in this right here, and then we'll get those welded in. Pops has the other side marked out.
Knocking your waist loose.
Yeah, I've always gone the other way.
Oh, yeah, now. Just zip the top off a little.
Yep, not bad though. Got the 4 main floor plates welded in. Still have to do the 2 for the like strut bars right there. But I'm going to hold off on those until we get the harness bar and everything figured out. Because ideally what I'd like to do is just one in the center and run each of those to that. But I don't know if they'll reach, so we might have to do one on each side. If we do, not a big deal. But we're going to hold off on that so we're not welding something in the wrong spot. But got the floor plates welded in. I think they turned out really good. So now I think we're about to set the main hoop in. Yeah. Well, we're just going to tack it in for now. Yours? Here.
See, I'm a long fucking ways. Hey, I'm making it up on the pad finally. You got another big strap? I was just wondering if it'd go all the way around and hook to itself.
Probably.
Oh, where's yours at?
I'm 1.25 inches from the edge.
I'm about 1 inch.
Out there. Is yours right up against the back?
Yeah.
I'll put a couple tacks on it to hold it in place, and then we can mock up some of the other stuff. Cool. But that's where the main hoop's gonna fit. It's pretty tight up in the roof line.
Yeah.
I like it. Plenty of head clearance.
Right here, yeah, right there, it's almost easier to weld if it's right here.
Yeah. Alright. Sounds good. I'm gonna burn some tacks in. Alright. Got that side tacked. Got 1 tack over here and ran out of wire. So, getting that changed real quick. But, looking pretty good so far. It's held in pretty well. I'm really nervous to undo this strap. So I want to make sure that there's a couple real heavy tacks on it, because there's a lot of tension on that. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it if it leaned back a little bit more. I think the biggest hurdle is going to be the harness bar, because, let's see, he said he's comfortable in the seat. Right about there. So, you can see that's going to need quite a curve. Alright. Got the other tack on that one now. So I think now we're going to start bending up some door bars. Or do you want to start with trying to figure out the harness bar? I kind of think let's make the door bars first, because I think those will be pretty simple. Ah, fuck.
What? Did crush it.
Yeah. Shit.
I was thinking I might have been too close.
Alright, so after coming to the realization that our 70-year-old garage sale pipe bender isn't going to work, we're going to take the pipes down to my buddy Dustin's, who's like a mile down the road. He has an actual pipe bender and a tube notcher. And we're going to get the pipes bent up and then try and get this thing knocked out pretty quickly. On the clamp, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it has to be up in here. A lot more. Right there's where it's gonna get tapped.
Got the cab bars 95% done. Just have to finish the bottom of the main hoop. That's halfway done, 3/4 of the way done. The front of the door bar is about halfway done, and then I have to do the back side of this kicker bar. And then everything in here is all finish welded. So now we're going to move on to drilling the holes through the bed and the cab for the rear bars.
Nice.
Oh, you dictor. That was a perfectly good drill bit before you got your hands on it.
Yeah, no. Well, that didn't work right.
Golly.
Motherfucker broke.
Can't have nothing nice around here. Hey. Hey. I think that'll work.
Good. How's that?
Turned out pretty good.
About 6 different ways. That's right there.
Oh, nice. Alright, seat's going back in. So the only thing we have left to do is the bars underneath to weld it to the chassis. And then I think we're done. Truck has changed a lot in the last 2 days. The bars in the back. Yeah, I got those coming down right on the step notch. I think for a couple of hillbillies it turned out pretty good.
I would argue with that, except the screw.
Let's see how she fits. Oh, that didn't seem bad.
But, yeah, my arm on the armrest doesn't even bother it.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, you got tons of headroom.
Yeah. I gotta make me a little thing
Oh, yeah.
to hang the helmet on.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I don't want to swing it around and knocking my fucking back window out.
Yeah, we could probably put it
Down
on
here.
the... Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's far enough away I can get to my handle really good. Fuck all sorts of room.
Oh, yeah. It's more of a...
Now the fun part. See if I can get my fat ass out of here.
Well, you made getting in look so easy.
Yeah, you sort of fall in. Oh, hell, that ain't bad.
That wasn't bad at all.
Hell no, I got my handicap ass figured out.
All right, got the truck up in the air, and I just finished welding the outriggers underneath of it, and we are now done with this cage. So you can see it welds from the chassis here to the underside of the plate. Welding up is so much harder than TIG welding, I think. So from start to finish, it did not take too long. I think we've got about 15 hours into all of this right now, and a lot of that was like pulling a bar out, making a small adjustment to it, like wheeling it a little bit, and then taking it back in, test fitting. The actual like assembly part, I think if this was a pre-bent cage, it would have went together like super quick. But yeah, Jack Black's starting to grow up right before our very eyes. So yeah, I think real soon here we're gonna start making some test hits on the bottle and try to start putting some power in this thing slowly, see what it does. If you want any merch, first link in the description below. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, all that. Thank you guys for subscribing, clicking that bell. I'll see you in the next one.